got a video I've been holding on to for a little while now. It's a video I've been really questioning whether I wanted to share or not, just because I was a new rider for this season and everything, and I don't know, I just didn't feel comfortable with this topic for a little while. I actually at one point did get into a small accident on my previous bike, and I totally avoided talking about it or producing the video for it until now, because I really didn't feel comfortable with potential criticism or anything that would come with it. And also how so many people, whenever you get into riding, all they talk about is, oh, you know, it's too dangerous and all this other stuff. And it's like, really, guys, if I've gotten all the way to doing this, do you think I give enough of a shit about what you think of whether it's dangerous or not? The amount of fucking times I've heard somebody talk about it, I couldn't fucking count. I really do not give a shit about what you have to say about the dangers of riding, because you are not the only person who is going to tell me or has told me. Anyways, that rant is for another day. But honestly, that was one of the reasons why I didn't want to share this for a while, because I just didn't want to deal with it. And well, anyways, just watch the video. It's really not that serious of a crash, but it was a really shitty thing to have happen when you're first riding, only a couple of months in. It really does something to your confidence. I found myself riding in a really different style for a while afterwards. I was pretty shaken about it, even though it wasn't that serious. But yeah, here, just watch the video. Fuck. Somebody had the audacity to actually talk shit about me riding because of the accident that I got into, or just after the accident I got into. And to be honest, I can't relate to that at all. Like, it's crazy to think that someone would see me or anyone else get into an accident on a bike or in a car or anything else, and have the kind of nerve to go ahead and just talk shit like that. At the time, like, I have a much better recollection of what he said. I don't remember exactly what he said, but either way, it's kind of ridiculous. Like, I would always check if someone's okay if I witnessed an accident. Even if they were an idiot, even if they did something really stupid, it's still humane to check whether someone's okay or not. And I'm not saying that it was inhumane what the guy did. It was just kind of ridiculous. The thing is that back in the summer, I witnessed an accident where a guy who turned out to be drunk. I didn't know he was drunk at the time of the accident. I didn't even pay attention to the fact of that at all, because the accident that he got into was he was going through an intersection, one of the larger intersections with the concrete separated barriers, like the curb separated barriers. Anyways, the guy goes busting through the intersection. I think he was trying to make a left-hand turn, and he went way too fast. He went so fast that he veered off and hit one of those guardrails in the corner. And this guy went through the guardrail and hit a electrical pole. It wasn't a telephone pole, it was an electrical pole. Anyways, his car was destroyed. Like, absolutely destroyed. And I was there, like, within the first 30 to 60 seconds of it happening. At no point was I like, oh, you're a fucking idiot, or anything like that. It's beyond that point. If someone's in an accident, severity, no matter how severe it is or not, it should be about the person's health. Checking whether the person's okay is like the #1 priority. And this guy was not okay. That guy was bleeding from literally his forehead down to his... It was just blood everywhere. I've never seen so much blood in my life. I've never been one that's really good with blood at all, like needles, all that sort of stuff. It's not my kind of thing. I can't watch it on TV, and I really can't deal with it in real life. I tried to help the guy as best I could, but thankfully there were some other people around there who could do a little more than me. Thankfully there was a guy, a couple of Hydro 1 worker guys around, and they had a fire extinguisher, and I was able to call them over and put the guy's car out, because it was actually starting to like catch fire. This is how fucking mad of an accident this thing was. So my main point about it is that at no point was anybody there going like, holy shit, you're a fucking idiot for going through the intersection and all this other stuff. Like, it was the guy's safety and health first. And that's why I can't believe, like, yeah, the accident that I got myself in, completely my fault. Yeah, of course, I made a mistake. I went out in the rain. Well, I ended up getting caught in the rain. It wasn't raining when I left, but I ended up getting caught in the rain. And that bike's really, really not meant for the rain. The tire's way too thin, and it hydroplaned so easily. At one point, when I started to go down into that dip, I was doing a good speed and I was braking appropriately. But the problem was that the tire was so thin, and the amount of water that had started to collect near the bottom of the hill was a lot more than I had anticipated at the top. And because of that, it turned out that the tire just started to hydroplane. And by that point, I couldn't really do much about it. Yeah, when the tire started to hydroplane, I actually lost the back end of the bike being my wrist. And it started to, like, this is me head on, and it was almost like this. And when I tried to overcorrect that, I ended up on the other side, and it eventually just whipped me from the bike, and that's how I ended up on my side. Fortunately, it wasn't really that bad of a, like, it really wasn't much anything. I just hurt my knee, and mainly my pride about it. I really was going to pride myself on being someone who hadn't gone down and all that other stuff in my first riding season. But you know what? I was just riding in the wrong conditions on the wrong bike, and it decided to go around a road I probably shouldn't have gone down. Hey. What's that? Oh. Gotta keep riding, man. Yeah, it's too cold to ride, but I gotta do it. Good, how are you? Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to extend the days.
Yeah, well, tomorrow it'll probably be nice for it. I heard it's supposed to be, what do you call it? 17 degrees. 17?
Mm-hmm. I'll definitely be riding then.
So there you go.
Thanks very much. You too, have a nice day. I know that the guy's reaction to my accident really isn't that big of a deal. I mean, people can do what the hell they want. They can say what the hell they want. It's the same thing with the YouTube comments. I'm not going to stop anybody from criticizing me. I've definitely long been over what happened. I'm not scared like I was when I first started to get back on the bike. Like, I didn't have confidence anymore. Well, that's it for today, guys. Let me know what you think. I hope you're entertained. That's always the, you know, one of the points of this channel, entertain. And go fast.